Hello everybody. Little bit of a different background today. It's too dang cold out there and no one's home, so I won't be disturbing them by being like, shh, you gotta be quiet, I'm filming. So anyways, it's supposed to be nicer later on today. It's gonna be a little warmer, but it's been like 20 something with a high of like 40 or 50, and that's pretty cold for Florida. But anyways, Aaron is out. My husband, Aaron, if you guys are new here, he's out volunteering, driving the big truck to pick up the big delivery of food for the Hope Center, which is the thrift store that our church has. And so he's doing that. I am going to go over to the Hope Center when they open to see what they have. I did find a few things yesterday while I was out, and I did film a thrift with me at the Goodwill, which they're not exactly my favorite, but I think Goodwill and like YouTube are in cahoots or something, because that's the only videos that they want to push out ever. But anyway, so if you did miss that, make sure you go on over there. I found a really cool antique mirror, and it actually, I woke up to a few emails and like 3 offers or something overnight, and because I had it listed on eBay. And then thankfully eBay, because before if you made an offer and the seller accepted, it would take the item down, and then if they didn't pay, you had to wait like 3 days and blah blah blah. So now if there's offers and they don't pay right away, it'll leave your item up, and then someone can swoop in and take it from underneath you. So like luckily they ended up paying, like thank gosh, because I took the offer. But anyway, so that was fun. You guys make sure you go watch that video. But today I'm just gonna be doing stuff around here. I have to marinate my chicken for dinner. I'm gonna go over to the Hope Center, but I wanted to take a second and talk a little bit about this. Now on Monday, I was trying to do some more in the book of Job. That's where we were at church. Now, if you guys don't like hearing this stuff, like, I get it, because you know what? I was you so long ago. I was you, definitely. I was like, really? You're gonna talk about all that again type of person, you know? Even though I believed, like, I'm sure a lot of you guys say, oh, I believe in God, but you have like one foot out in the world and one foot towards Jesus, you know what I mean? So I totally understand I was you, but if you could find it in your heart to like stay and listen, like maybe it will speak to you. So that's my goal there, is that maybe it will help somebody. Speaking of goals, and I don't know, it's been on my heart so much. I've been talking to my husband about it. I've been talking to a couple of my friends at church about it. Like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go with these YouTube channels. It's like, I definitely want to be successful in a way that I can take care of my family in doing this. But also successful in a way of shedding light on Jesus. So it's like I know where I want to go, but I don't know how to get there. Like, I would love to be like, oh my gosh, I want to make some Jesus merch and do some t-shirts and stuff, but I don't have the equipment. Or I would love to do more Bible talk and stuff, but I don't really have the knowledge. So all that doubt in my head, I have to kind of get over. And I really want to go a way of, I love home decor, I love cooking, I love my family, and I love Jesus. So I want this channel to go that way, but I'm like, where do I go? What do I do? Where do I start? So I had posted that I was doing Bible study alone, because there's a lot of even people at my own church that I know that they group up and they do Bible study and stuff like that, and they'll meet up, and that's such an ideal moment, like meeting up at like Starbucks for coffee, and everyone is like just learning, and that's such a beautiful thing I see in my head. I'll be there one day. But So I had put out an Instagram reel or a TikTok or something like that.
Understand the purpose. Maybe we don't get it, but it's going to work for the glory of God. And this passage it teaches us what happens when a godly believer is blindsided by down on it. You know, we see this in 1 Peter 5 and verse 8. It says, be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. So we get up.
And I had said, when you don't have a group of friends to do Bible study with, you do it alone, which is, I'm not going to let it stop me. I'm going to still do it. So I was listening to Sunday's sermon, which was so good. The book of Job. It was so good. And I was taking down some more notes of things that he said. Because like I said, I feel like when I'm in church and I'm trying to write things he's saying that I'm not listening. So a lot of times I got to go back and I'll watch it again. Because I either took notes and I missed something, or I'm like, I know there was some good stuff. So I need to backtrack because I want to write that down so I can remember it. And so that's what I was saying. I had posted that TikTok. And I think it was on Instagram. I had a few of you going, oh my gosh, I'd be down for a Bible study. And I'm like thinking to myself, well, how the heck do I do that? How do I do it virtually? And how do I do it not really knowing myself? Like, I'm learning too. And I know you learn all the time. I know there's people that have been reading this thing front to back and have probably gone through the Bible a few times. Like my friend Diane tells me that, and she says that she'll always catch something new, or maybe it'll speak to her now in that season of her life more than it did before, or she could relate to it in, a different way. So I get that, but those doubts creep in, But anyways, when these girls said that to me, I felt like such a, oh my gosh. So I text one of my other friends that I was talking to about this, and she was like, yes, that's what it is. That's what you should do. So she was asking me, do you have a Bible app? And I was like, yeah, I have the Bible app. And then I showed her, I have a Bible app. There's a bunch of them. And I showed her which one I have. And she goes, yes, that's it. That's the one. So there's Bible plans on the Bible app. And I'll put a screenshot of the logo. I think it just says the Bible, and it's a picture. I don't know what it is in like the Play Store or the Apple Store. I don't know what that looks like, but I will show a picture. And they have in there's like the verse of the day. There's all kinds of, there's ways to, different kinds of like intentional praying. There's different Bible studies. There's like, I've done a few Bible plans, and like I did one. You could have done one for Advent, so you could have read Luke every day up to Christmas Eve. I did one, but it was like 12 days of Christmas or something like that. I did like an evangelism. I did a couple of those. But anyway, so there's one that she said that's really good, and it is a Bible study, and it's something like for the whole year. And she said, if your friends download this particular app, she goes, you can share the plan with them, and you guys can be reading the same thing, and then you can come together and talk about it. So I was like, light bulbs were going off in my brain, and I was like, oh, okay. So do I tell them, download this app, I can send you guys the Bible plan, and then do I go live like on this channel, because I've never gone live on this channel before, and put it like the Bible study, and whoever is doing that plan with this can pop in and you guys can talk and we can read and talk about it. I go, or do you do it like a Zoom thing where like everyone's on, but not everyone wants to be on camera. See what I mean? Like, that's it. Like, I feel like I know what I want to do, but how do I get there? I don't know. So that's everything that I'm thinking about for this channel, because I really want to go, like, if literally right now, how I feel right now, if I could afford school, like to go to like a Bible college or to take classes online to learn how to talk to people about this better, I would. But also, I learned from a preacher that too often the talking to someone about the Bible has come very much like just too much paperwork, and not about not really more from your soul. It's very like mathematical, you know, like, and it's not, you're not relating to people. And I don't want that to happen. I want to relate to people. I want to tell you about it because what I learned helped me, or is helping me, or whatever the case may be. But anyways, that's where I was in church. We were in the book of Job, and that's not my notes. That's not it either. Oh, maybe that was the second, yeah. These are the things that I took down. I'll just read some of them to you real quick because I wasn't done. I had to leave. I had to go somewhere for Aaron's parents. But so some of the things that the pastor said was, man, I mean, even Bianca like nudged me and she was like, Mom, this one's for you. Because the world outside of Christ will rock you to your absolute core, will make you lose like hope in humanity, the world will make you bitter and mean and angry and hateful. And I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be that way. And we've all been that way. We've all been that way. Now it doesn't mean that you are, like perfect. Like I tell the kids, and you use this analogy, like just because like literally church is it's a hospital for the broken, right? It's for sinners. It's for broken people. And so I just telling the kids this morning, I said, you don't take a shower and get all cleaned up to go in the shower and clean yourself. You don't do that. You show up as you are and you get cleaned by being in the shower, right? So you show up as you are, you read the Bible, and the stuff that's in here helps you. So a lot of people are just scared, like, oh, I can't do that, or when I finish this, or when I stop drinking, or when I stop. No, just do it. Just do it. So anyways, boy, I can ramble, can I? So here's a couple of things that I wrote down that spoke to me, that the pastor was saying. We don't do life just by showing up, and we shouldn't do our Christian walk like that either. Like, so you just don't meander about your day. You usually have some kind of plan for the most part of what you're going to do, what you need to do, who you need to meet, what you need to cook. Same idea. And then he talks about, he's been making this like sort of like football themed because it's, you know, the Super Bowl is soon. So he was talking about being blindsided. And he was saying that people think, oh no, that's, you know, that kind of stuff's never happened to me. But he brought up all kinds of examples, whether it was like financially, like a bill came up, or a death, or, you know, a divorce, or just something like that that can completely rock you and throw off your course, you know. But he brought up Psalm 73:26. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. So I wrote that down. I literally like that. By the way, I have 2 Psalm books that I picked up free from a church thrift store. And those are going to be part of the giveaways for our live sale on our other channel tomorrow night. What did I say? Wednesday? Tomorrow at 7. So be there or be square. Although I get blindsided, facing something I didn't expect, but God. So he says, like, even though these bad things happen, you have to think, but God, like, oh, but God, you're amazing. Or, but God, thank you so much for, you know, like I have to brush my teeth in my kitchen sink every day. But God, thank you so much for this house. You know, thank you so much for the roof that you have over my head in the first place, type of thing. I'll get the bathroom sink fixed eventually. Let's see. Job teaches us that what happens when godly believers are blindsided by God's purposes. So if you do read the story of Job, oh my God, it gives me the chills because literally Satan has a meeting with God. God is on the throne in this story. Like he's literally on his throne and Satan is summoned and comes before him. And while what happens to Job is so terrible and he absolutely loves God, he is like, God says to Satan, like, there's no other man like him on earth. Like, go ahead and see if you can tempt him. Because Satan was telling God, like, he goes, you've given him all this stuff. You can reach out your hand and touch him and he can lose it all and he'll curse you. And God was like, okay, try it and see. So the part of that was, since the preacher was saying God controls that, like he had to get permission. And then you think to yourself, well, gosh, why would he let all that happen? Because the story of Job is terrible. But it was just that man's deep, deep, deep faith that really got him through everything, got him through absolute, like having everything and then losing everything. Because we've probably had that in our life. You've been up and everything is great, and then something happens and you crash. And then some people only love God when it's good, or only love Jesus when it's good, because that's my God. So people use that term loosely in the world, and that's who I'm talking about, is Jesus. And so some people only love him when everything is going fantastic, but don't praise him and thank him even when things suck. So that was kind of the point of that. Sovereignty is, I wrote down sovereignty was like a word that stuck out to me, like a buzzword. And I wrote down the definition: the supreme, absolute, and independent authority. So they say God is sovereign. What else can I show you? Just because we were going through something doesn't mean necessarily it was the result of sin. So, just because something bad's happened in your life, you don't have to be like, oh, what do I do? What did I do to deserve this? I must be cursed. No. Is you might have to go through this. Things might suck. Like I had to go through all this just annoyance and all this inconvenience, and actually spending a little bit of money before I actually found a dentist office for Bianca that blew me away. Like, when I say miracle workers, blew me out of the water. But how I had to go to 4 different places before I actually got to them. I had to be told no, or given me some cost that was too much. So I had to have all these things happen to push me to them. See what I'm saying? So sometimes it's not your own doing. Sometimes it's like God's like, okay, come on, I gotta nudge you a little bit this way, and stuff happens. So and then we got 1 Peter 5 verse 8. So be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion seeking someone to devour. Because he literally told, when Satan was summoned in front of God, he told him, God goes, where have you been? What are you doing? And he goes, oh, just going to and fro on the earth, just literally prowling around, waiting for something to do, waiting for somebody. So that gives me the chills. God knows that Job's faith isn't some fragile little trinket. Job's faith is so much more than that, and God knows it. So that's why he tells him, okay? And I wrote, stand on God, because that's something the preacher said that stuck out to me. God displays his glory through the testing of Job's faith. That's the story. God receives the glory when our faith is demonstrated to be true. Let's see. When we don't shake, when we don't move, when we stand firm upon the rock of Jesus Christ. I wrote that down. That stuck out to me. And he said this too. Satan knows mankind. It's evident in a lot of our lives of people who claim to be a follower of Jesus Christ and face something or are blindsided by something financially. All of a sudden, their faith isn't so strong. It isn't as strong as it used to be. And Satan knows that. So that's what happens with that. Mankind, it's easy to worship God when everything is good, and it's easy to sing his praise when my bank account is full. Satan knows that about us. That's what I wrote down. And a Christian's suffering is never random. It's never outside of God's sovereign decree. I wrote that down too. So that's our little Bible study for today, now that we're at 20 minutes in, because I like to ramble. I hope you guys look into the book of Job. It's an interesting story. And then also, I hope there's some people out there that maybe want to do a little Bible study with me. But off to the thrift store. Let's see what they've put out. Sometimes it's quite a bit of difference, sometimes not. That's kind of cute, 50 cents. Always have these little things for Yankee candles. Oh, butterfly candles, those are cute. It is gonna be a good day. Yeah. Is this wood? No, it's resin. That's cool. I like this. Look at the little pumpkin. Little ring holder. Sometimes these are Fenton. Oh, look. They have bubble glass. Oh, it's a little... Is that what that's supposed to be? For a candle? I've not had amber stuff. Those are neat. Ooh, a pretty tray. I think I'll take that. I might redo this and jazz it up a little. Is that still a word? Jazz it up, a phrase. Let's see this oil lamp. Oh, 15. No. No. Okay. Oh, whoops. Go back over here and see. I saw these the other day. And then this was really pretty too. This enamel teapot that doesn't have a lid or a price. Isn't that pretty? You could put it out for spring. Oh gosh, look at the old kitchen stuff. That's cool. This juice thing for $5. I do like that. Little old enamel pot. $2. Holman Manufacturing Co., I think is what it says. Probably part of a little meat grinder or something. Little winter horse and buggy picture. That's cool. Like a dark winter. I think I might grab that. So far, this is what I have in my cart. Let's see what they have going over here. I want to save like every piece of clear glass, but I just can't. I do look for, you guys know this, of course, fairy lamp parts. Oh, here's a glass ladle. I was looking at this the other day. Because you can go with one of those punch bowls. That punch bowl that was at Goodwill the other day, oh my gosh. That was gorgeous. I don't know for $3 though. Maybe for like 1 or 2. I got one of my cute crystal footed bowls and I put it on my bathroom counter and put all my makeup in it. Oh look, here's a twin. Hold on. A twin. Pink. These I would grab, but they do have chips. They're so cute. Love these. This is some new stuff they put out. This set is $100 and you get all the things there. This nice grape set is individually by Falscraft Jamberry Collection. I did see these the other day. I was gonna look them up, but I didn't. Oh, these are like charger plates. Then they had those the other day. I saw them put out. the set of angels. These are cool too, but they're $5 each. I think maybe at like $2 each would be better. For me anyway. This had some chips, but it was really pretty. Not terrible, but it did have some. Oh, look at this little thing. $3. Made in Japan. Little floral angels. See, these always scream to me like, oh, fairy lamp part, but it's not. This I picked up the other day. I don't know why it's at $25. It's not marked or anything. I hope this isn't like an indicator like this of the direction that they're going, because that's a little scary. I like my cheap thrift store. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, it's got some stains, but that is really pretty. I've gotten a couple of cute pillows from here and blankets. See, they have this vintage one right here. It's that like hotel room blanket material. That's cool. Is that a blanket? Yep. Gosh, that material is terrible. My gosh, that was actually a fun time. I was in there probably maybe a little over an hour. Oh, I'm getting text messages. And mostly because I was waiting, because they were like slowly kind of getting stuff priced and put out there. And I was like, oh, I wonder what they're, so she'd put stuff out and I'd look and see what it was. There was a couple other resellers there. There was one lady that went towards the back, and I guess she saw, like in the back room where they priced up, she saw a little blue Fenton glass lamp. I saw it from a distance when she had it in her hand, and they priced it and gave it to her, and I was like, oh no, like I would have loved to have seen that. But I did find a lot of other cool stuff, and the lamp was priced at $3. My heart broke a little bit, but that's okay. Now, she did come out and she was like, hey, do you like books? And so she like showed me these little books and stuff, which was really cute. And I mean, I did find quite a few cool things on the shelf today there. But most of my time was spent there kind of wandering around and waiting. But that was fun. And then Aaron showed up. He was done with the truck. And he was like, give me the house key. So he had to take the truck back to the church office, and then he was going to walk home. But I'm hungry. I know he's going to be hungry. So I'm going to see what we can make for lunch. And then I still have to marinate my chicken. I wonder, Aldi's has this, they have pulled pork, they have, a little sand tornado, pulled pork, they have pulled chicken, and then they have like a pulled brisket that you can warm up and make like a pulled pork sandwich. I might see if he wants to go pick up the stuff to make that, or I just might make a regular sandwich. I think I have some bread left. I don't know, it depends on what he wants to do. But anyways, I'll check back in with you guys. I'll probably attach a haul to this, so this might be a long video. But a fun video, I hope.